Years ago, I decided after getting married and having children, I used to be in a band playing music and stuff, and I decided that I wanted to put the art part in on the guitar playing.
Yeah.
So I got more pedals and made more freaky sounds and started doing soundtracks and for silent movies and horror movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I decided to call myself a multimedia artist because I started getting into more physical and less of the video. Kind of switched over. So at that time, and I've always loved photography. I've always had a camera ever since I was a kid, taking photos, and learned a lot about that. And then when it switched to digital, it made it so much easier to be more creative in layering and different things. And so the kind of the environment around me, and I think a lot of it is just trying something new and trying not to do what everybody else does. So I really am a self-taught artist, so I really feel like that I'm trying to create something out of nothing, utilizing materials that would normally be thrown away.
Right.
So that opens up possibilities of all sorts of different, from tree roots to egg crates to.
So what would you say is your favorite? I know music will music be your favorite since it's your,
I walk in the studio, my eye goes to the guitar every time.
Every time.
So I have to kind of make myself, although I do love photography, I take a lot of photos. I have more photos than I'll ever use in my whole life.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of really interesting arty photos, I think.
So you say your inspiration is just from around you. Well, you get it from where you're at. What is your main message from your art pieces? Like, what are you trying to tell the person who's looking at it or listening to or watching it? What's your overall message, if you have one?
I think a lot of times is just being able to see it from the other guy's angle, or wearing the other guy's shoes. A lot of it has a little political undertone, and the two ideologies. Whether we're all in this together or I'm in it for myself. I'm interested in making money for myself and my family, or I'm interested in helping other people survive this life that we all are thrown into.
So, why do you think political? Just because it's something that just speaks to you? You say you have kind of a political message under it. Why is that?
Well, sort of like I just talked about as far as the two ideals of ideology, which is not blaming everybody else for the world's problems, but realizing that.
Okay, Mark. Who or what influenced you to become an artist?
First of all, I changed in high school. I changed from being a basketball player to going into theater, which kind of drove my dad crazy. But the first year I was a sophomore in high school, and the first thing I did was did a play called Fanny the Frivolous Flapper, which is a detective story, a very humorous detective story, and I had to dress up like a woman. And so right there, I realized that there were two sides to every story, and I was this extremely tall, awkward woman, but none of the bad guys or anybody could tell that I was faking it. So theater, I love getting into the theater, but I really like the background of it, which was sound and lighting. So I really got into that. I've done a lot of productions and stuff like that through the past. But I started doing physical art as an expression through with guitar and video.
Mm-hmm.
When video started happening about in the 80s, I got a beta player, then I started doing a lot of interesting little weird